Starfleet Academy just warped in thanks to Paramount screeners. Thank you very much. Pop Tot and I watched the pilot episode, and yeah, yeah. What do you think, Pop?
Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert!
It's definitely a pilot, but I think there's a lot of things that I am okay with, but I also have more issues with than you might have.
So right off the bat, the main character, I forget his name.
Yeah, it's Caleb Muir.
Caleb Muir. Yeah, his mom, played by Tatiana Maslany. She's taken from him because she worked with a pirate of sorts, played by Paul Giamatti. Starfleet Federation Starfleet separates them, and he becomes the pseudo, I'm guessing, Kirk, and is placed aboard the cadet ship that is for some reason in mid-space away from Starfleet Academy in San Francisco, and the whole point of the episode is to get to Starfleet in San Francisco, and they are attacked. It's bad.
An unmitigated disaster.
Character interaction being awkward and stilted and all over the place. Holly Hunter, a wonderful actress, is casually throwing herself around on the captain's chair in the most goofy way. Cadet instructors calling cadets idiots. It's just, I don't know. I just can go on and on and on. Where are you at?
The chemistry between the characters is not established. It definitely struggles along the way. As you said, Holly Hunter is probably one of the most polished actors on this series, save for Tatiana Maslany, who is in the brief 5 or 6 minutes in the beginning. And I'm sure we'll see her again somewhere in the first season. But I think a lot of the science fiction shows around this time struggle with how to connect to the audience of the 21st century.
It's not like a very authoritative finger, but but it's not on the right pad. Can I?
And using, like, at one point, the main character Caleb gives his rival the middle finger in class, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to be a thing 1,200 years from now. But
No.
It's kind of a neat concept for me, is that they needed to connect. And I think D Space Nine did this too, is how do you have a stagnant, stationary show in Starfleet and still be able to, quote unquote, explore. And they did this by this creation of this USS Athena, and Athena is basically their school, and it turns into a starship. And I think that's kind of a unique idea. It's neat, but I was never a big fan of the 31st century
Either.
Discovery ships. They're
over-designed.
wrong, and they're kind of like mind-boggling to me. They're fantastical, they're conceptual, they're not
Practical.
hard. I mean,
Yeah.
give me Archer's Enterprise any day of the week.
Yeah. I think the plot is all over the place. Without spoiling anything, Holly Hunter's character goes through a failure and a revelation and a comeback in the first 15 minutes, and none of it feels earned or justified or makes sense. There's a very bad exchange between the asshole cadet and the main character cadet, and
Right.
the main character says, am I the attack dog? Bow wow. Get me out of here!
I think the problem I had right off the get-go was Holly Hunter's Captain Ake is supposed to be like a mentor to the main character, Caleb Muir.
Yeah.
She somehow becomes a mentor, but I don't understand the emotional connection between the two.
So I was all of the homeschooled kid. Yeah, most of middle school and high school I was homeschooled, so I was, I guess, every character at school because I
think a lot of it is very underwritten, and the show has immense production value. The sets and special effects are very good,
Right.
but there's so many moments of out of place whimsicalness that feels very jarring.
This is very much set in a YA setting. This is a young adult show. They're trying to attract a younger generation into Star Trek.
How's it feel to be a Star Trek baddie?
Really good, really good.
Baddie alert!
That I can belong in that way, like as an actor and a person, to be able to bring that sensitivity and put it into a Betazoid. Like,
I don't know who picked the soundtrack for this show. The soundtrack for the show is often weird. It doesn't match the scene.
No.
There's like this little like wind up monkey box thing in the background.
It's just really weird to say pinky to a captain. It's not like a very authoritative finger, but but it's not on the right pad.
The thing for me is watching this, I got a little teary-eyed because to me, this is coffin nails.
Wardenschlager to the sideline, caught. First down. Woo! What a hit! Denzel Ward! You got barbecue back there?
This is the end of Star Trek. The thing about this is Star Trek to me at all.
Really good.
Baddie alert!
Baddie! I'm a baddie.
You're a baddie, Paul.
An unmitigated disaster.
And I think if you're saying it is, I think you're lying to yourself. Even
they see themselves. They get to see themselves reflected in the people, in the values, in the adventure.
There's no moments of morality or intrigue. There's no science or exploration. The science they do include is so hand-wavy nonsense.
To all of our listeners out there that understand Star Trek and are Star Trek fans, and I asked this of Todd himself, is there's a secondary character in here that is known as the Cadet Master. She is Commander Lurthok. She is a half Klingon, half Jemadar hybrid.
Yeah.
Her father was Jemadar, her mother was Klingon. Can somebody please tell me in 1,000 years how Jemadar went from being basically sexless clones to being able to have romantic relationships?
There are no Jem'Hadar women.
So what do you do? Lay eggs?
Jem'Hadar are bred in birthing chambers. We are able to fight within 3 days of our emergence.
I just didn't care.
She's probably an interesting character,
I guess.
I think she, a dial from 1 to 10, and 10 being whimsical boot camp drill instructor.
Yeah,
they went to 12.
See, we have a sickly boy on our hands. Well, we're gonna have to boost your immune system, son. Drop down, give me 25, push up now.
The problem I had with the last 2 seasons of Discovery is that we are now into an era of science fiction where it is almost magic again.
Whoa! What just happened?
That's the retrofitted programmable matter. It reads your biosigns.
Everything has kind of like an easy fix. Like there's humans making these kind of decisions. The science fiction makes the decisions for us.
Yeah.
So if we use the data from the ancient sphere and assuming that sphere has collected data on, say, 10,000 supernovas that have occurred over the last 10 million years.
Math! Fuck yeah!
And there's just, the production is cool, but there's just so much of it. There's just so much tech.
The entire time I was watching this pilot, it reminded me of a Tesla Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck's primary draw is simply the sheer spectacle of it. When I had it, my family, friends, neighbors, the kids at my son's summer day camp, everybody had to check it out, even if a good number of them went away shaking their heads.
It is so much shock and awe. Look at me with little amazing bits of engineering, but just soulless and expensive. And that's exactly how I saw it. I didn't see the fabric of Star Trek. I just saw this soulless, expensive, shiny thing.
Clearly did always want to go to Starfleet Academy, but understood that we can have all the explosions and we can have all the special effects, but at the end of the day, the story is very small and very intimate. And I was never going to be in a position of having to convince her to make things more emotional.
I don't think a single thing worked for me. And I mean, even Paul Giamatti, Paul Giamatti just felt like he read the script and said, F it, I'm just going to ham it up the entire time.
It's definitely the end of this entire Kurtzman universe.
It's done.
I get it. It's already happening. They're already talking about it. I mean, they're already talking about rebooting the entire franchise again. But I will take a hit for the team. I'll watch all 6 episodes just to see if it does get off the floor. I mean, let's not forget it happens the other way. Strange New Worlds started off with an amazing pilot. Like
the first season was strong.
Yeah, the first season pilot was just an amazing show, and then it just completely crapped itself. So it can go either way, really.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess we'll see. But as for the pilot, and maybe this is just what we're gonna go off. It's not good, and I think that's being very kind. But overall, let us know if you guys are excited to watch it. Be sure to leave a comment down below and what you think, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.